So we have different types of numbers, and one is the real numbers, which is just basically what most people probably think of as numbers, which is you have 0, you have 1, but you also have things like pi and 0.25, and it's like all the numbers that you could write. And when you have a real vector space, it's just where you have a bunch of tuples of these numbers. If you think about the ordinary XY plane from geometry, where you have, an X coordinate and a Y coordinate, and you have something like 2, 3, that's a point. This would be what we call R2, because I have two real numbers that are being expressed here.
Oh, it's not because of the dimensions?
Is because of the dimensions.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because in order to specify one point in this space, you need two numbers, right? So that 2 is that 2.
So if you add the third axis to this, as in 3D space, this would be R3,
Yes.
right? And so on.
Yeah, and so on. So if you add the third axis to this, and you have like, I'm not so good at drawing in 3 dimensions, but -1, 2, 5 or something, this
Yeah.
would be in R3,
Yeah.
and we would call this a 3-dimensional real vector space. And all it means is that you're dealing with a space where you have 3 coordinates, and each coordinate is a real number.
So then when we come to 6 or even 4, I don't even know how to visualize this in my
So I know some people who can visualize in 4. I don't know anyone who can visualize in 6.
Okay, that's a good thing then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't visualize I can't visualize in 4. So
I use 3D software all the time, right, for my work. And so in 3 dimensions, I can think I've played around with Mandelbulb, which apparently is hitting 4 dimensions, but I don't really understand how that is even possible. And then everything beyond that is just like,
there are lots of problems where it's natural to think about multiple dimensions. So if you think of a car race, then every single car is going to have both where it is on the track and how fast it's going.
mhm.
But even if you just have 3 cars, you would have the car 1 position, the car 1 velocity, the car 2 position and velocity, and the car 3 position and velocity. So you
Yeah.
could represent the state of the race in R6, because it would be
Oh, okay.
like position 1, velocity 1, position 2, velocity 2, and position 3, velocity 3. And so it's just how many numbers you're trying to keep track of. And but if you just think of it as, I need to keep up with all this information and I need a slot for each piece, then you
Yeah.
start to see where the extra dimensions come from.
Got you. Okay. Funny enough, that makes a lot of sense.